trunks for the southpaw, the notorious Conor McGregor. Black trunks for the champion, Jose Aldo Jr.
Conor relaxed and smiling.
Oh, no! Just slapped him! Like that! Conor McGregor is the new UFC featherweight champion!
Hey, what did Wendy just do, y'all? Did Wendy just lay the smack down? Y'all saw her right before it happened. But was that just me? Was that one of those tricks that they pull at the movie theaters, the subliminal advertising? Welcome to the Matrix. My name is Ryan Baggott. I'm the founder and CEO of Chatbot Builder AI, the #1 chatbot building platform on this planet that we call Earth, and I'm glad you're here. Today's very special. Every day's a good day. Remember that one. And never forget that on this day, you saw Wendy just lay the smack down on the what? On that legacy platform that's caused us all many problems that we have all solved. You hear me, Lord? We about to have some fun because we have the one and only, you already know who I'm going to say, the wonderful Wendy. What's going on?
Hello.
How you like that? I don't know, way zoomed in here. Let's back it on up like a Tonka truck. What's up, Wendy?
Hey, how are you? Just I need to say, it was not me, it was the internet.
It was the internet.
The internet, the internet forces, they did that video. It wasn't me.
Yeah, that was totally not you. That was user submitted. That's what they call in the industry UGC, user generated content. Or was it AI generated content? Who knows? Hey, my little light's not on.
Yeah,
Let's turn this light on so I don't look so crazy. If I can reach it.
Hey guys, in the comments, can you let us know about the audio? I don't know
Can
if
you hear
it's
us?
my volume in here or if the music is a little bit low.
I like to be bumping. I'll crank that thing up and get in trouble, so I better turn it down. What is going on? Is that better? Better?
On my side is better. I don't know that.
Better? All right, so I don't, you know what? We don't have anyone. Dang, we don't have anyone in the chat. No one showed up. No, I'm just playing. Our people's here. Look at my man Ace. What's up, Ace? What's up, dude? We've got Mr. McNasty up in here. Time for the boom boom in the chat room. Y'all, listen, I don't know what it is about the Ryans in this group, but I think we're just born to be marketers, and like either marketers or maybe rappers. I haven't decided yet
Maybe
myself.
both. I don't know. I think that maybe both.
You know, like he says, this is a weird. I try to Shazam these jams as we were just talking about it. Like one of my favorite things to do, no joke, before we get into this thing. And I guarantee you no other CEO or vice president or communications director or anyone, we just have such a unique team, does this like we do, but we legitimately read everything. We try to read all the comments, all the things. We see the good, the bad, the ugly. And usually, because I'm just freestyling off the dome on these things, I try to go back quickly and go through the comments, and it never fails. One of the Ryans just always has me just laughing. It's always so late at night too, so I'm like delirious. But you guys are just so funny. Pilgrim and McNally, and obviously Asta is in the house.
Video. They're saying about your video.
Oh, which video?
Your video, like your camera.
Does my camera suck?
Well, it's blurry. I think it was way too excited about the fight. Then maybe it's not.
Let's see if we can turn that off. Remove the source. We don't need to see me anyways. It's all about Wendy today. Let's see here.
About some news that we have.
What's going on? Look at all these people. What's up, my man? We got to have you back. When is it time for Jean to come back?
No, I don't know. I know that he's like maybe with heat strike. How do you call it? Like how hot is on where you're living, Jen? I got a news about that today. But yeah, maybe it will be like this whole video if we invited to today.
I don't know if that adjusted my video. On mine it looks clear, but like I don't know. Everything just lies to me these days on the internet. Says to me it's clear. But yeah, look at Asta. Let's see. We got some people. Is it any? It's always blurry in the beginning. Yeah. Is it any better now?
It's getting better.
So you can see it. See on my end, like It looks like I'm at a Gucci Man concert, first row, high definitions. Like you can hear the brr, not the blur, if you know what I mean. Anyways, so let's just get straight to it. And for those of you that may not know, it's all Gucci now. Oh, look who we got in. Oh man, it's our dude. Man, you were the most fun podcast I think I've had in a minute, bro.
I will be offended, but okay. But I have to admit, yes, he was the funniest.
You don't count. You don't count because you're VP of the whole company, Wendy. You can't be number one always at everything. So for now, he's got to have the number one spot. He was so much fun, and you know what? We have so much micro content left of that, dude. You drop so much value, and people need to like play that thing 3 times because I'm so country they didn't understand me probably. Some people get it. Shout out Danny Q. You already know, but like he broke it down so well, guys, and I'm going to learn my lesson from last time and just shut up and let the guest do the talking because the guest
The
here.
lesson is to click go live. That's the lesson.
Oh,
Because
did I do that yet? I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I actually just checked too, just to make double sure. it was I blame it on the new program. It was StreamYard's fault, obviously, and I put in a customer support ticket under 3 different names just so they knew I was serious and
Oh
that
my God.
that it was a bug.
My customers are watching. I cannot be having fun of that.
Oh no, is it still like that? Is it still it's like you're on 14. Is it still bad? All right, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let Wendy do the talking here.
Oh my God.
And I want to, you know what? Let's just do, I'm not afraid. Let's just refresh our screens. And I'm going to like do a little magic whoosh, and we're going to refresh. And I'm going to send Restream a nasty message. And I'm going to CC Hargrave, my internet provider, because I pay too much for this to happen. So ready? On a count of 3, we're going to refresh. It's like we're going to reinitiate. 3, 2, 1, boom. Refresh, reload. Come on, do
Let's see if something
something.
explodes. And where did Ryan go? Okay, he disappeared. Now it's time for you guys to start telling. Oh no, my bad. He
Is it
came
any
back.
better?
Way better.
Oh, see, this is my good side. Awesome. All right, so is in the chat, is it any better?
Yes.
If not, we'll just see. I can't see the same things that you see. You see all the things in the chat. I see some
Yeah, I can see
limited
in the
stuff.
chat. I see Ivan asking if we have Latinos here, and yes, I have seen some of Latinos in the chat already.
Are they daring me to speak Spanish, El Español? Mo better. Look at DQ, and man, I love Danny Q. DQ, Danny Q, man. All right, so guys, I'm gonna let our guests get to it. Obviously, we have fun. We've been working together for a long time, but they've heard my side of the story plenty of times, probably because I ramble, and we won't go very long on this one. We'll try not to. But Wendy, just go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell us how you got into chatbots. Tell us why you just laid the smack down on Mini Watt and like why you just did that. I can't. We've got to start being a professional company now. Like starting now. No more games, okay?
Oh come on! I was going to tell.
No more memes.
Oh,
Will never be a rule here because we're gonna just make memes forever and have fun,
Oh
and we're
my
gonna do
God.
all the things because we don't have any bosses except our freaking customers, which are our co-creators, and we're just the big swarm. And I'm done. Wendy, take it away. Tell the world if they don't know, they're gonna know. Take it away, baby.
Okay. With chatbots and automation, when I used to own music school, and the teenagers and pre-teenagers were driving me crazy because they will do this. They will send messages like 5 minutes, 10 minutes before the class and ask if there's going to be lesson today. Like everything is sunny, there's no rain, there's no reason at all for them to miss class. But they will ask, and if I was not there to say yes on the spot, they will come back like 5 minutes later and say, ugh, I already went to the movies with my friends because you never replied to me. And the message was like 5 minutes, 10 minutes before I got there, you know? So yeah, I got into automation to beat the teenagers, and that was fun. So then I realized that I was having a lot of troubles, and I started trying to learn more. And then COVID hit when I was already feeling like I was learning something. And when COVID hit, I I have no other choice but to be at home. So I started like learning everything I could find. And in that time, Kelly posted something about one guy down there on South Carolina doing NFC and top the table and all of that. And I had to ask him how he was doing stuff. So that's how I met Ryan. And he ghosted me there, but that's another story. So that's how I got into chatbots, and that's the like the fast story about how I got into this. But something that I love is that when I had the music school, I work a lot with kids, with teenagers, and with kids and teenagers with special needs. Something that might not look relevant, but when you're prompting, it has come handy. And I know that you have seen the story about Adrian, the kid that was in the spectrum, and how I gave him instructions and he was doing completely other thing. But basically, my everything that I have learned and everything that I have done, and I come from a background where I had been managing not big companies but small businesses, so I know the pain points that most of you and your clients have. So that's something that Ryan also knows because he has been also on the other side, and I guess that's the reason why we click that well and that we can work together so well. I don't know, Ryan. Don't let me talk that much alone because I'm not
Man,
that.
I could just sit here and listen to you go on all day, and it's so true. You and your husband, who is amazing, who has done so many incredible videos, all of the Spanish translation crazy videos that you guys have seen me do before I started learning Spanish and Kung Fu at the same time. So that's the only reason I haven't mastered it yet. I'm doing both. So just give me a little bit more time. And but he's been the one that's been doing all this magic, okay? And he is incredible. But, you know, to be quite fair, as wonderful as both Richie and Wendy are, there's another individual that's very important in your family, and his name is Andy. And I think this kid is potentially going to be my daughter's. You know, we're obviously arranging the marriage now. Just go ahead and put it out there. But like, this kid is the most talented. Tell if you don't mind, because like, people have to know, like, when we say, guys, we're not just another SaaS, we're not just another software company or just internet faceless. We want to know you guys as much as you want to know us. We want to be your friends. We want to be there for you to help you win in ways that, you know, we have had the same problems, and we uniquely have had the same pain. Like Wendy has said, we love to be that. But if you don't mind, just break down just how awesome Andy really is, because he's just an incredible kid. Like, you guys have, it's not just what you guys see in the Discord. This woman right here, along with Richie, you've got to give a little bit more, and then I'll come back. Sorry.
Okay, just to give like a little intro about him without going way too deep. He has his own cheesecake business. He's selling he bakes the cheesecakes, and he's selling them not like door by door, but he already has an arrangement with a supermarket where he just go delivers, and the market sell them across their four like places that they have. So he has his business. And the other thing that I can tell you about him that it's amazing is that he plays the piano. He's amazing playing the piano. He already it's with the orchestra from the area. And just for you to have an idea, he has his own TikTok. He's not allowed to use it by himself, but he has his own TikTok. And I think his most viral video is like 250 or something like that, 1,000 views, something like that is the most viral video that he has on the piano. And the other thing, and I left it at the end because I think this is the thing that you will enjoy the most, is that last year, meaning when he was only 8, he recorded a tutorial on how to build a bot. So we have a tutorial of an 8-year-older telling you guys how to actually build a chatbot on Chatbot Builder. How amazing is that?
I mean, I tell you, I don't know how it can get. It's so, you know, it's so easy. A kid can do it. That's literally the ad that Wendy wanted me to run, and I'm like, bro, we can't be using your baby for advertising just yet. Mine's not here. We gotta wait for Viv. I'm
Yeah,
just
well,
kidding. And
no, he's going to start. Well, at that time, he was barely learning about AI because it was like on the transition of adding the API
we
keys
just
solution.
started, right?
Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
was at that point. So he was doing the knots. So just for you to know, he was doing like not he was doing rock scissors paper. I think you saw it, that one, and we have the video of him teaching you not only building but teaching you how to connect these things. And
So
yes,
gangster.
Bibi will be a master of prompting. I just feel it. She will be a master.
I mean, you just guys. I'm sorry. This is my personal little Facebook. Look at. I mean, this is just like one of the random videos. Look, this kid, guys, legitimately incredible. Like, oh my gosh, dude. Andy's music. Let's go to his page. Sorry, I'm just gonna like give us big old plug to Andy's music. This, look at this, guys. Do you see? He's in all of the things, boy. That dude right there is a beast. I swear. I wish you could hear all the music and stuff too, because it's truly incredible. Like, this is no AI. This is not AI. This is real life, folks. And he's been doing this like since how old? How's he been playing piano?
Well,
Look at his
he has
YouTube channel. His thing's more gangster than mine. Come on.
well,
Come
he has
on.
been all his life. When he was born, and after, like, I don't know, like within 2 weeks, he was already going to the music school with me. And as soon as he was holding a drumstick, he was playing the drums. And
Golly.
he was like just playing around with
Look at
that
this
one.
one. I
So, yeah.
love this one.
Oh
The,
yeah,
the,
it was the Carol of the Bells. He loved that one.
I mean, it's just so cool, dude. This is like the rehearsal stuff. So cool. And I'll get off of it now, but like, man, the entire family here is just so talented. Ooh, you're way bigger than me, dude. Let's just fix that. Let's make that straight right
Yeah.
there. Your whole family is just so talented, and that just goes along with the consistency in what we're trying to do here at Chatbot Builder AI, which is build a community, the swarm, as some of you and myself like to refer to ourselves, of the highest quality chatbot builders. And again, you and I have been in this game for a very long time. You still seem to be under the false impression that I like missed out on a comment or something. This is just
No,
totally.
no, 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 no.
I've
I
never missed
don't
a
have the
comment in
post.
my life,
I
and so
have to look for that one. Kelly, I know it was a post on your Facebook group, so I will be searching there. Yeah, and it has to be the one where it's the video of you being interviewed.
I'll
Uh,
tell you something right here.
one of
If
you.
if you ever think that you can hide something from Wendy, think again.
Ooh.
Think again, because it is not possible. Like I said before in prior episodes, I'm like quite sure she's like part-time CIA, FBI, NSA, whatever. Like the most secret one is that they probably don't even tell you the initials for. That's where she like works like sometime part-time, because she will
I'm part
find.
CBB, so be careful.
You're like that. What is this dude's name? Liam. I'll find you. I'll find you. Like, that's Wendy, dude. Like, she'll be at your place. Like, you know what? What did you say? What was that? I'm just kidding. So tell me, what is it that about chatbots that just has made you say, okay, this was it? And we both started in the same place, which was, of course, when you're running a business of any sort, you're going to want to use the best tools that you possibly can at the best price, I would assume, right? This is just what makes sense. And at the time, I think that there were, three tools out there that would allow you to deploy chatbots very quickly. Between the time of, say, 2016, 17 to about 2019, there were really mainly about three main players, I would say, before other tools started emerging and the technology started improving. And it was ChatFuel, MiniChat, and RIP to Mobile Monkey, who is now no longer with us, RIP. And so people like that were like in the know, I feel like, in digital marketing, or understood the need of digital marketing. Some people got really hip to what this was and like saw the future, while others like maybe didn't see necessarily what the potential was. I think you and I, and pretty much probably 95% of our base, like, when you see it, you can't unsee it. But you weren't using Mobile Monkey. Did you try all three of them, or did you only?
I do remember that for the music school, I test like 20 of them. And at the time,
Dang, I didn't see
yeah,
again. Like if you're out there, she's gonna find you. Platforms
yeah, no,
included. I thought there were
just
three.
to be fair, I at that time, uh, and and Ryan knows that I'm a big geek of Excel.
Oh, she's
So
a mathematician. Don't let her even like stunt. Mathematician, straight up.
So at that time, what I used to have, it was my WhatsApp, like the normal as a person, and I had a spreadsheet on Excel. It was Excel actually, with macros that will run and send messages one by one, like in auto mode. That's what I used to have. Like that was my first broadcast that I used to have before we had more tools. And yes, they later changed the rules so we don't be able to do that again. So that's what I used to do, and at some point I tested like everything I could find, even more of those kind of tools, and I end up staying a long time on ManyChat. I learned a lot. That's where I found out about Kelly, and Kelly led me to Ryan. So I'm only grateful of all the things I learned there. Now, on the learning stage, not everything is happy. Sometimes you learn through pain. And sometimes when a platform refuses to grow or refuses to listen to people, it forces you to learn a lot. And at some point, it was not worth it to like be building a lot of stuff or a lot of workarounds when there was better solutions. So I was able to see, because I remember that Top the Table was launched around I think August of September that year, and I do remember that I was like, okay, they already have this and they already have that, and Ryan already is doing this. Why I don't have it? So it was something that made me like jump. That was for me, and there was no AI at the moment. So just imagine.
That's exactly why Chat the Table came into existence, was to solve a problem that wasn't getting solved. And in my eyes, there's still not a better way to do it than the way that Tap the Table did it for restaurants specifically, because it was a restaurant specific tool. But the big mistake that I ended up seeing in hindsight was basically in the mini chat group where I also I discovered chatbots and then saw Kelly and then was like totally hooked as well. And mini chat was far better in my opinion than Chat Fuel was at the time. And Mobile Monkey, like as much as I wanted to root for them, I like they just weren't doing it right. And like it always became more clear to me that it was like throwing spaghetti at the wall, seeing what sticked, and a lot of things weren't sticking. And I saw a lot of investment in UI, which is something that like I could care less about. I'm just that kind of person. I don't care. I just need that thing to work.
I was working with macros, like literally a spreadsheet.
Exactly.
In macros, I don't care about the looks. I care about it working.
Right.
So,
It's like getting a stock, the smallest CC engine, Ninja versus like any backyard build bike that you can do anything to. You'll smoke that thing that off the lot with like very little money comparatively, is the way that you've done it, which is what you said. You've been scrappy, you found workarounds, but then things, when Tap the Table came onto the scene, the whole goal, honestly, and then I don't know if I've really fully admitted this in this way, but I'll tell you this, and this is why I'm so adamantly against this way I used to think, but the whole goal was to put out of business every chatbot builder that wanted anything to do with restaurants. The goal was to create a system that was so easy and so affordable and so powerful that a marketing agency could dominate, and they did. We still have a couple agencies using the tool in that way, because they're only doing restaurants. Although it almost doesn't make sense to do that nowadays with chat. I mean, all our focus is CBB. But I was taking pre-NFT hashtag pre-NFTs, Gary V's advice of basically be the person to put yourself out of business when you'll always be in business. And that was like a thing that like totally like, yeah, like you see that face you just made? Like that was one of those days I was like, bruh, Gary V is so smart, man. But like it did make sense, because it's like, okay, cool. Well, if I'm not going to be the person that like would put myself out of business in the way of like, offering something better, offering something faster, better, cheaper, more effective, whatever, if I wasn't going to be the one to
Robust and
do it,
reliable. That's something that we needed because we were relying on the connection with Google spreadsheets, because I'm not going to say the other way, and and that
excellent.
one
I
breaks
didn't
the
even
API.
notice it, man. That's
No,
all in
I
your
did.
head,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
All in your
yeah, yeah.
head. I didn't even think about
Yeah,
it.
it's only me, yeah. But yeah, we have to deal with the API rate limit, which is like either you are smart or you are fast or you are big, but you cannot be the three of them if you're relying on those kind of things. Now, when I was playing around with Top the Table when you first launched it, I was like, okay, this one is way better because I have it all in here. Like I don't have to be paying extras and I can grow. That moment, I think that I started learning about who in the area or in the niche were thinking about actually growing, and the ones who were not ready to actually grow. Why? Because I realized that, well, top the table was also like including all of the contacts that you could have at a fixed flat rate.
I think I was the first person to
Yeah,
ever
you was
like
the one that there was a flat rate, and I was like, okay, it's not as cheap to start as the
exactly.
others, but if I'm thinking I want to grow, this is the best value I will ever get. And just for you to know, I had once when I was with Benichat, I did a quote, and at the moment for that specific business, the quote that ManyChat gave me on the monthly, just the monthly software usage, it will be about $800 monthly.
800 bucks because of the scale, right?
Yeah, it was because of the number of contacts that I needed for that client in specific. So yeah.
And here's the dirty truth, guys. Okay, I'm not going to get into the architectures of servers and how they really work, but here's all you need to know. When you have a container, in this case it's going to be a server, and you can fill it up with accounts, okay, and these accounts are using your resources, but your goal as a business is to fill up this box of accounts whether they're paying you or not. This is not a sustainable business model, because what happens is when you're trying to make money, the few slots that are paying are not going to get the services that they need. They don't really care. They're just another number, and like it just doesn't work. And so the paid resources versus the non-paid resources being used in the system is why things get so expensive, right? That's the truth. It doesn't cost that much money to just contain more of XYZ. Now, I will, at least in our system, the thing that does take up a lot of resources is, in fact, the contacts, not so much the usage. And that's where they're all trying to squeeze you. And now with tokens, that's going to be the next thing. All of these platforms, and OpenAI has just created a new way to kind of enable companies to do this, is to wax you on tokens. And so I think like where their goal is to OpenAI and these other companies, Google, Cloud, make things cheap. We're like, that's not our goal. And Tap the Table worked because we did not play with anyone that did not invest with us. If you weren't going to spend the $200, we weren't going to like, I wasn't even going to like, no offense, talk to you, because I only had time to talk to the people that were investing. And guess what? To this day, shout out Sally, shout out to the many others. We still have customers that the very first like week we launched, still to this day on the same plan, still growing
They
their
saw the
list.
value and they stay there.
And
That's
it
the thing.
still works. They're still building the list. We were just talking about the thing we'll be doing for TO's for their ladies' night. Like that thing is a pretty cool video. That thing's just gonna go slam it. Hopefully it'll be a thing that Sally will let me show the group. Maybe not on YouTube, but maybe in Discord or on Facebook. Like show you guys the inside of a client account and show you all of the things that the client wants. And show you maybe the progress. That could be a really cool thing to do. Like actually show, like not like some YouTubers out there that like pretend to call clients and pretend to like, here's how I would do it. Oh, and this would cost this. Like, nah, I'll show you. Like, this is the deal. Here's the invoice.
No,
Here's
and
the
you have
service.
it
Here's
ready.
like,
You have it ready.
I feel like Sally would let us do that. She loves you, first of all. I mean, and this is how it works, guys. When you have a relationship, again, Wendy and I have been A1 since day one after she became unconfused about the miscomment thing. We were best buddies. then started working together, and she's now,
we have to do a challenge to find that comment.
I know I'm wrong, obviously, if I'm ever challenging you. But really quick, before I go further here, I know we get off track, but I've got to pop something on the screen here, very important. Let's see if I can find it here. This, I just saw it. And so again, we care about our people so much so that, like, I'll interrupt the daggone podcast to give them a shout out and to show the timestamp. What up, timestamp? Shout out to everyone who's listened to me so far when it comes to these timestamp things, because I think everyone has been glad that they've got the YouTube timestamp. But check this out. Look at the does it show the daggone?
Yes.
Look at the date. Chatbot Builder, December, baby. December. And look what it says. So first of all, one of the things I was going to mention was when I was in the mini chat group, I was a competitor to everyone, is the way I felt. So I didn't want to give away any secrets. I didn't want to really help anybody, but I was in there in like swimwear looking at all the things. These two dudes right here, same kind of thing, except they were, Danny for one, was giving a lot of value, and I was just becoming hip to Simon. But look at them. December, they're in the group. Danny brings them in, and what does Danny do? Months later, March 26, 2024, congrats to one of our very own for unwrapping his first 2 Comma Club award. Congratulations to you. I mean, he sent me a message when he got that thing. Man, we have, why am I showing you this? This is the quality of people that we want. Because this is the type of person that's going to just do the, number one, right things in the AI world. Number 2, not clog up a support line on a trial account, no offense, but again, understands the value of hard work, has a successful business. The 2 Comma Club guys, this is a big deal. And shout out to Danny for bringing that up. Danny could have totally just been someone that, I wish that would have been me getting that award, because that's kind of how I felt for a minute, to be quite honest with you. But at the same time, I was immediately super pumped for Simon.
Like, live close to me. It means that I'm getting to that kind of like room. That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? And but for the fact that Danny took the time to, like, oh, let me, instead of doing anything else that could be benefiting me of being selfish, let me go into this group and let me shout out the homie. And that's so cool. That's who we are.
And so, that's hard.
You know, it's just so cool. Again, it goes back to the competition, and you really, at the end of the day, made a business decision to call it switch sides or switch platforms, or join the good guys team, my team, TTT, because it was just not even fair. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, the goal was met. To this day, I think it's met that, like, you can't. There's not, like, because when you look at it in the number of clicks with your device, if you're a restaurant, and the truth of the matter is, aside from a slight difference in certain things that are really only for restaurants, you can now achieve the same exact result in Chatbot Builder. So don't feel like you're missing out anything crazy. And for anyone in the restaurant niche, I got a surprise for you anyways. So don't feel like you need to check, because you're a Gucci, I promise. But there's not a faster way to go from not selling your food on Facebook, Instagram, or the web than the way that we created it, because we did it basically by number of clicks. And so when it's math, and so, like, until you can think it faster, you have to click things, and literally the clicks is the way that we design everything with Chatbot Builder. It's designed to be as both powerful as possible, yet easy as possible. And so many people are going to learn that less is more in AI. In so many cases, less is more. And I just want to shout out to you for being such an incredible educator, multilingual educator. And tell me, if you can, if you don't mind, before we get into the big news about GoHighLevel, what is it that you see? You know, in America, I guess, in the U.S., which obviously you're here, right here, but it's so competitive. Like, no one wants to give away anything, any secret flows or ideas, or I guess prompts. I don't even go to other Facebook groups anymore. but like my point is, again, I remember it feeling so competitive and not a lot of value being shared. But then I felt like, and I saw that there are other groups, the Latin or the Latino mini chat group or chat marketing group, whatever. Was it that way in your eyes, or was it more of a like a sharing community? Because I guess you started the community. Is that correct? I want to like get that on kind of the record. Didn't you start? So is it WhatsApp? I'll go ahead and say I know nothing about WhatsApp other than like the permissions that we needed to get the thing approved for you guys to use, which wasn't the easiest. But I don't use WhatsApp very much. But like, Didn't you create some WhatsApp group all about chat marketing and like what was that about? And what's the difference between a Facebook group and a WhatsApp group about the same topic? If you
Yeah,
don't
don't
mind.
worry. Well, on 2020, like again, all it's COVID. So that time was when I was trying to learn everything, and that was the first time I ever attended to any like summit about chatbots, and it was an online one. In this case, it was ManyChats. So in ManyChats summit, I don't remember if I was already on the Facebook group or I wasn't. But the thing is, I do remember that on that summit, I find out about the fact that Trilce and Robert existed because they were there helping the community, and it was I had so much fun with them. We were making jokes, and it was so funny because I remember this lady. It was an American lady who was mad because she was at the Latino room and she was complaining that we were speaking Spanish. So it was kind of funny at that time. But anyways, I remember that during that time, like all the Latinos, because we had our room in Spanish and because there was the Facebook group in Spanish as well, we were like kind of close and we kind of making a lot of jokes and playing around. And they were sending a lot of screenshots of who was in the chat during the event and that kind of things. And I remember that under one of the pictures, I was like, okay, let's do it. So I created a WhatsApp group and I shared the link there. And whenever someone was needing help, I was sharing that one. I remember that as soon as I could, Danny Monson, Trilce, Robert, I tried to get them all inside the group, and I made them all of them admins at the time. I remember that when Danny entered that group during that week, he had just won the agency award, so everybody was like super happy, and he was like super pumped about the fact that he was there. So yeah, the thing was still it was chatbot, but to be frankly, it was born inside one brand, so it was all branded at the time. So yeah, that group, I like this year I like took away brands, and we are talking about chatbots and AI. And yes, because I'm all chatbot builder, I always only got any news that it's about chatbot builder in there now. But yes, that's the story about the WhatsApp group. And why do I like better WhatsApp versus Facebook? It's because on Facebook you have some algorithm limitations about who finds out about your questions in the group. In WhatsApp, everybody who has the notifications on will get a notification about you needing help. Okay, that's something that I love. And that's something that even today there was someone who got frustrated, and everybody was like, man, here is a solution, here is a way to do it, here is a video, here is a screenshot, here is a video from Ryan. Everybody was trying to help, and we could see that
Awesome.
the person was still frustrated, and they were trying to encourage him, like, man, we all had been there. We know how it feels, but don't worry, we're trying to help. Here is this, here is that. And everybody was trying to provide something of value. And that's something that I love about this community. Now, that is not
Me
something
too.
that I feel like it's normal. Okay, that is, I
It's
don't
not
see that
normal.
as normal because I have told you this before, but in some groups I stop participating because I will give, like, someone ask, I don't know, how much is 2 plus 2, and I will say, oh, the answer is 4, and I will get the response like, that's not what I'm looking for. And then a male will come and say, oh, that's 4, and he will get the yeah, you're right, that's just the answer I was looking for. And it was so frustrating for me that I just stopped participating in those groups. I also got um, people asking me in the private messages, like, no, I want you to help me, but I need you to prove to me that you're a girl. Like, what's wrong with you, you know? And those kind of things have never happened to me in any of the communities that Chatbot Builder have already created. Okay? So that's something.
I th- I think that it just comes down to shout out to obviously Asta because
Yeah.
like I didn't me I didn't even want to have a group. I didn't want to have a
Yeah,
Discord
the Facebook
because
group,
like
I was like, we want it. I need it.
both of you guys. I mean, I'll be the first to admit I don't have all the answers. I don't make all the right decisions, and I never claim to. I just claim to have my best interest at heart. And the one thing that I did always see in these groups was just negativity and
Right.
a lack of control, a lack of care. That's really what it bothered me the most. Was like the lack of care, like straight up, like not to. I won't even say the name of the group, but like one of these platforms we've mentioned, being in the group to scroll in there and see that there's been like legitimate porn
I hated
like
that.
in
I
the
was like, oh,
group.
come on, I cannot be showing my Facebook to my clients or
Yeah,
sharing my
like,
screen on a class if that's
and
something
I
to
get it.
allow.
Yeah, and I get the scale. I get it's so hard to control stuff, but like, bro, like that's something that especially in the environments where you're showing potentially showing clients or something
I cannot be that. Mhm.
somewhere, like then all this like you're scroll like, oh, I just saw this in the thing and oh crap, like, bro. So I'm so like I have no idea how to do all that stuff in Discord to like make sure
Asta
that
is
stuff
the
never
magician
gets
there.
hit.
I don't know about that. Asta
Asta
is it.
Asta is legitimately so incredible for keeping us safe, and I guess this is like a malicious attack too, that people intentionally kind of do this kind of thing to like I guess give negative points, and so like to like like get something shut down. Like this is something I would not think about. I guess I'm not that
Yeah.
mischievous anymore. My hacker days
Anymore.
are
That's
already
the key.
gone. Like
Anymore.
my listen, I stopped trying to really hack things when AOL died, when I like stopped being a thing. So like that's as far as I went. But I'll tell you what, boy, I was nasty when I was younger. I could do some things, son. Progs all day. We won't go there right now. My dad might be watching. He's working for the government. So shut up, Ryan.
Just before we jump to
But
the other thing, I have seen two
yep.
persons asking for help here in the comments. So,
Hey, what do we got?
Rafa, I can see your messages. And if WhatsApp is blocking you, you should consider talking to them to learn why before you like commit that fault again and you get like completely blocked. So before you connect again and you try anything again, please go and check with them. And then you can come back to our support and we can try to help you. But if you don't know what's going on, we cannot help you. That's one. And I saw someone else who's having trouble with some calls. Uh, I don't remember, but Ryan, you have a lot of bots working on phone calls, and I don't see that you have any issue there. So if there's an issue with your voice bot, I will recommend for you to go to create a ticket for them to ask you all the details that you need. Yes,
Yeah.
finally, yay! Welcome,
So
Pablo.
check this out. Carlos, what up, Carlos? I was just talking about you, man, and I just texted you from the system. Why? Because I know you opened up my email player, and he's in the comments. That's how. Listen, when you've got CBB up in your life, you can like know all the things. So if you're here because you clicked the email that we sent out, or that obviously Asa sent out, what I would love for you to do is drop a comment that like just say yes, I clicked it,
Just for
or
us
just
to know that
like
Asta is doing his job.
yeah, like because I'm trying to teach this man, email's important, and then he's getting all these notifications, and so I can see, I'm so I care so deeply about who also cares, that when I know they care because they're opening emails and they're asking questions and they're also contributing, and I recognize their name, bro, of course I'm going to be like the first one to jump in there and try to help. Although this dude right here, Carlos, who
He already said he quit.
I've been, I'm telling you, man, this dude is one of the gnarliest self-taught prompt engineers. I legitimately purchased his book because I recognized, and this is how deeply I care, and how close I look at things as much as I can. He was one of the earliest adopters, man. He's got all the things. I'm pretty sure, like unlimited everything. But like, I bought his book. He literally wrote a book on prompt engineering, and so I just saw, because I see everything, that he opened my email, and then so for my system, I just texted him for my number. I think he might have just texted me back. Miranda, what up, Miranda? Look, see, I got Miranda. I mean, I've been missing you, Miranda. By the way, if you hear me right now, drop a comment because I see your person. She sent me. Most people just send me my personal Facebook Messenger. That's usually the best way. But you're never gonna find any company that knows their customers like we do. That's the facts. And I think Kelly's like taught many things on this: knowing your customer, knowing the problem to solve. And again, many of you guys already have so much knowledge because of people like Wendy and Kelly, and hopefully I've learned y'all a thing or two every now and then. You already have the knowledge, my friends, to make massive amounts of money. Most of you just need confidence or just someone to tell you to do it or challenge you. Because I feel like when you get challenged, like if you challenge Wendy to do something, you're destined to lose. What were you gonna say, Wendy?
Oh, I was going to say that Asa is so cute. He said that he clicked on the on the emails too, and that he loves the email. He says that it's a genius, the person who did that email, and that deserves like a raise and deserves like I don't know what else he says there.
Look at all these people saying yes. Do you see?
Yeah.
This is live proof, folks. This is live. This is why we do these things. Like, I swear I will get back to doing some like gangster, pre-edited, pre-recorded stuff eventually.
Maybe one day.
But like basically I do this for many reasons. Number one, because I don't want to like there's no bait and switch here, there's no trick, there's no like skipping steps when I try to do things. So shout out to the dude that said something about my 5-minute bot taking 2 hours on the live. Bro,
You learn way more.
I would straight up say I would focus on your YouTube channel more than hating on someone else's. But in fact, we did build like 5 bots in 5 minutes within the 2 hours, along with my attempt at being entertaining. So shout out to you. I love when we get haters, man, and it's so fun to like understand that when you give everything that you got and you know that you have the gold in your pocket that people don't even understand what gold is yet, but that they're gonna want it. You have the ace up your sleeve. That's what I was talking to. Shout out again to Kelly. I was talking to her on this 3-hour drive to today, and it was basically the same way. And I think it was when you really were in TTT and you were helping me so much when we were growing really, really quick. We already knew before we even spoke to the client, we solved the problems that they didn't realize they
Exactly.
fully had. And now we do that at like times 100 with Chatbot Builder. And this goes back to one thing, and I'm going to give it back to you. This was probably the only cool thing I ever said on one of Kelly's podcasts she invited me on. It was the only cool thing I said, but I still remember it. It was like kind of mic drop-ish. It was basic bots solve big problems. And here's the addition to that phrase, all about the alliteration. Basic bots solve big problems and can make you big
Yeah.
bucks, at scale or at
And easy doesn't have
intricacy.
doesn't have to mean dumb, or it doesn't have to mean like non-functional or not smart, because you can do easy and do amazing things because of what you created, right? And like
Mm-hmm.
Chatbot Builder allows you to do a huge amount of things and super smart things, incredible things, with a lot of like just a prompt. Like just copy paste a prompt from ChatGPT, and you already have a very functional. But if you want to add some magic, that's okay. But you already have something that can work and that can convert money. Because the fact that you're answering the comments, that's already money maker. The fact that you already had someone that can say, yes, I'm open, I'm closed, like that's the whole point. I was there like, hey, it's class, do we have class today? Yes. Don't stop missing class because your parents won't pay me next month if you don't come to class. Like that's it. That was the whole deal. I don't know what you think.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna try to find a post here that I was even blown away with on one of our people's accounts here that will be okay for me to share. Let me see if I can find this. And this blew me away.
I want to see.
Let's see. Oh my gosh, dude, this is hilarious. This is amazing. Okay, so check this out, dude. Holy cow.
Okay.
One more. I want to check one more because there is one more. I want to see if there is two that I could see this on. This blew my, I think this is the second one. Bro, okay, so check this out, guys. This is the best example. All right, so let me share this scrizzle. All right, so let's take it off, Wendy, so you can see the scrizzle. Can y'all see this scrizzle right here? That's a new one for you. Snoop Dogg would be proud of me. All right, so this is a super cool page here, Defusky Difference. Okay, I've been working for them for like 10 years, doing different things, and like their chatbot was one of the first chatbots I ever built, and it's still going gangster today. All right, and I just want to show you one thing that blew my mind, thanks to Wendy and obviously Asta, who get to help with a bunch more things now. Is so check this out. This was 2 days ago, which was, what was it, Sunday, right? I lose track of all my days. Now this is just an organic post, right? I think I might have taken that photo years ago. I don't know. It looks familiar, but when I look at the comments here, okay, look at the comments here, guys. Boom. So here is Alice, right? So the page posted this deal here. I don't know if you posted this or this is like an Asta post with good direction from Wendy. Is what it looks like. And we see that we got some likes here. We did, the post achieved the goal of appearing on the timeline. But then we see Alice Kaiser, who I know, I don't know if I know this person. I might know this person's husband, who could possibly work for Coast, the real estate. It's like, that's how small the world this is. I don't know for sure. I don't want to check on here right now because this is like my real Facebook. But this person says OGs. And what is this like? This is okay, dancing emoji and heart. And so while I was either sleeping, eating, working with a client, driving, talking to you, getting yelled at by Kelly, or trying to resolve something or achieve a goal, well, I was busy doing this other stuff. And because I'm not able to hire a full-time assistant to go and manage my content,
Yeah, and even if you do, they will do
of my community management, right? And I can't train someone to go as well as this necessarily. Someone else just opened up my email. What up? I can see what an amazing response this actually is, because we have our prompt updated with all of the live music and the live events, and because I had an idea to include the time of the user with your bot's response by default. If you use one of the built-in flows that we provide, the bot was able to respond. Look, was able to respond, hey OGs, hey OG, and it copied the thing. You're just in time to catch Spike Ivory's performance tonight at the Freeport Marina. Get ready to dance the night away with us, bruh. And it was instant. And it liked, the person's post. And then the person, Atlas Kai, oh man, I wish Bradbury is home one more night before he heads back to Tiger Town, but I'll be over for some fun. That's incredible, bro. I can't change my thing. Really, I gotta like that thing. But okay, so then there's another one. I did this the other day. It didn't do anything. Of course it didn't. Watch it. This is a funny one though. This is a side note. ADHD deal. Look at that thing, dude. You got some sort of fishy, right? But then look, we got another one. And this one is here. So again, this is an Asta post for show. Future sailor alert. All right, so 2 comments here. And what does it say? Is this the little blue boat that was adrift last year? Ahoy there. Do you see how amazing this is? Legitimately just blowing my ahoy there. You're right, that's our little blue boat that had a bit of an adventure last year. There's a famous blue boat that was like crashed or docked, like going over the first bridge over to Hilton Head, that like it would basically the county or whatever like forced it to be removed or something like that, if I'm correct. And like people like were like freaking out, like made a Facebook page look like bring back the little boat. But it was like, you just can't just park your boat anywhere in the water, bro. And this was, anyways. So
it was a continuing story. It was like he knew the context of this.
That's the thing. There's no possible way it could have, but it's so smart in the way that it's been prompted, and because we have all of the things, we can tell the bot what the post is. It understood enough, and then it also did what? Like, this is the part that's crazy. Not only, like, this is how gangster community management is done. Not only is this a thoughtful reply
that acknowledged that it read.
It also advertises tomorrow's performance with Pete Carroll, which was absolutely accurate. So it's in the goal is to like within the prompt, which I can't show you the prompt, that would be against the rules. But like, bro, like that is as nuts as it gets. Like, I would never, as a professional, how do I make this thing
Yeah,
worse?
we have to
Better
be
for
the
this.
same. Yeah.
When I was legitimately in what I forget the year. Gary would tell us when I worked with him at the BFG, is the name of the marketing agency, which is now Nine Rooftops. I legitimately was a social media or senior social media manager of the department, and community management was a huge part of our job, and it was our job basically in some cases, if you wanted to like really stand out, it was basically 24/7 with some of these clients. Okay, and so like your job was to answer these comments and these messages. And bro, man, like some of the comments I always did, like, cool, I could handle the comments for the most part, and I would, as a human, probably wouldn't respond to all of them, which in hindsight is just laziness, because if you take the time, in my opinion, to leave a comment,
Well, to be fair,
then you should get a
at the
response.
time that you were
Yep.
doing that, and I guess it was the same time I was managing the music school, sometimes you knew you got a notification that there was a new comment, but you couldn't find it because you click and it was taking you to the post, not to the comment. So it was impossible to find the reply of the reply of the reply of the reply of the comment. So it was sometimes impossible to actually respond to all of them.
Yep. And if you're as an agency, right? So that's as a business owner's perspective, which is absolutely correct. But as an agency, when you're managing maybe two, three, 10, 20, 100 accounts, I think the highest I don't know, I forget the highest number we had
At the same time.
at one time. There was one time that I had by myself, even before I knew you, before even Chatbots, I had 33 hotels. This was a lot when I was really young.
Not
So,
fun.
and I wish I still had that. Wish I had some of that money left. But it like basically, I couldn't. I realized, okay, I'm at a point where I can't scale any further. I don't necessarily want to go the big agency route. I have a big team back then, and then boom, all of a sudden, Chatbots appeared out of nowhere, and then I see this '80s baby guy bot chick, it like blew my mind. And then when I saw this thing could count, and with what I already knew with my experience, I was like, this is totally, I'm all in. This is AI, but I knew it was like baby AI, like baby, like totally rule based. I didn't even know the term rule based
Yeah, it was like it
chatbot
was
at the
the
time.
smartest thing we had at the time.
It was like the cool. If you knew chatbots, bro, you were like the most gangster like person from 2016 to like 2018. Like you knew what a chatbot was, and you could build one, and it could only take you a week or 2 weeks to build, right? And you could connect all these nodes and make a big old spaghetti bowl, and it could actually work like probably half the
Yeah,
time.
we talk
It's
about spaghetti.
amazing,
I know that it's
right?
against me because I like I used to build a lot of big flows and that kind of things.
And a lot of people think it's they believe and they're sure that this is the only
No,
way.
not
But
now.
guys, I promise you, this is why we're one of the many reasons why we're so much different. This isn't to pat ourselves on the back. This is to help you.
Mhm.
When you're going crazy with these nodes, the most likely thing is that something is being overlooked or misunderstood, in which where you've got like 15 different action blocks or 15 different condition blocks, or like you don't need, you probably only need one,
Mhm.
and it could be just a 5 minute one-on-one in some cases to understand. Oh, bro, instead of using all of these things, just use that instead. Boom, problem solved, and you've done everything else correct. And that's something that you have to remember this. And this is something that Wendy's always helped me with, because I've gotten frustrated, man, whenever I can't get something exactly correct, or if she's in the same way. I would like I don't like to call us perfectionists, because nothing is ever perfect, right? If you think something's perfect, then that just gives someone else the room to outshine, out perfect you, in my opinion. So like we're always trying to push things to the limits, and when she can't get something, or like it's like down to the wire, she comes to me, and vice versa. But you don't get so frustrated that it's like, oh, I'm done, I can't do it,
I'm
I'm
done for
dumb,
today.
I'm
That's
dumb, I'm done, and I'm
like it's
done,
for today.
bro. And sometimes, bro, it's just like literally when you're especially late at night, and a lot of you late night builders like me just want to, like, you get this idea and you just can't stop till you
Yeah,
get
I had
it.
to wake up like
This the
I have to write it. I have my notes. I know that no one else can read them, but yeah, I have my notes about
yeah.
all of that.
For me, I know that basically at I'm getting older. I have to be 35 this year, September. Things don't happen around September. But for me, it's like once your brain is working, when you're building chatbots and you're building AI systems, you've got so many different perspectives in your
Yes.
head, so many
Everything is
different
happening at the same time.
so many things to account for. Now, thankfully, it's much easier, but this is like it's like CrossFit for your brain, bro. That's really what building bots is like. It's like your bodybuilding, but for your brain, and you're building bots. Like that's how it does feel intense. Now, some of you that are maestros and that have learned that you can speak very eloquently and you're very direct, and a lot of teachers that are able to direct little children, little humans, like we're like learning to do. Hannah and I with our little Vivi, trying to direct her not to say no. Now that I've taught her that word,
Yeah,
she
that's
loves to
a
say no
mistake.
now.
That is a mistake.
That it's my first, like I said, it's my first serious dad mistake was teaching her that word.
I have one Ryan trying to make fun
She's
about my
incredible.
pineapples.
What's wrong with the
Yeah,
pine? Oh
I
yeah,
have.
pineapples. Golly, guys,
um,
all the pineapples. She got the pineapple glasses. Here, I'll tell you. Let me back it up so you can see more. Look at all this.
wait.
Look at that's amazing. Everybody knows what to send Wendy for Christmas,
Yeah,
by the way.
and I
Anything
already
related
have
to
more like
pineapples.
a canned kind of rich. Though the other stuff are around.
If you ever put a pineapple on my pizza, that pizza's going right in the trash.
That's so sad. I will teach Vivi the right way.
Yeah, Vivi has a better palate than I do. I'll straight up have like a child's palate, but my child's palate's better. Anyways, let's get down to the business, and then we'll kind of like shut it off. This is just so fun hanging out, but just drop the news and then let everybody know what to expect with this Go High Level
Okay,
deal.
so one of the pain points that we have been seeing around is that you guys want to like harvest the most out of both systems. And one of the things that have been painful is is that the connection has not been easy for the ones who have been trying by themselves. And I know I have seen some names here who had been asking me about it. So what we did is that we took the hard work from you, and we created a template for you. Okay, so that's something for you to be able to start working with high level and Chatbot Builder together, while we are able to like get more people into or test for the other stuff. But at this point, what we can do on the new template that we have is the number one is that you now can match the users one platform from another. So now you can yeah, my hand. So you can now actually have that information transfer from one side to another in real time. And not only that, because now we can, and we are providing to you that template. Now you can also provide to your clients a way for them to talk on the web chat that they provide, so they don't have to get into where you have actually the flows. You can provide a tag, and whenever they add that tag, the user won't trigger the AI at the moment. Okay, so now you can actually add that. Yeah, the tags per segment, as Joel is saying, that's something that you will be able to do. I actually just recorded today the video showing you all around the template. It's under edition at this moment, but yeah. and and the other thing that I would like to tell you guys is that we try to make it as easy as the API allow us how do we say it, that allow us to do it.
Allows
Yeah,
us.
allows us to
Yep.
do it. Sorry. uh,
No, you're
yeah,
perfect.
but that's the what we did. We tried to take away as much as the pain, so you didn't have to go read the documentation. Again, I know that, for example, Luis and some other of you guys love to play around with API, so maybe that's a good story for you that we provide that, like the template, and from there you can build a lot of stuff. But the main thing is now you can use both at the same time, and you can use the best of what works. That's basic.
There it is. There it is.
And
And
then making
so,
fun of
how
my
did you?
hand. How come on? I spent like I don't know how much long time doing that template, and you're making fun of my hand. That's not.
Oh man, y'all better not be making fun of Wendy. So I thought about this.
No.
So let's do. I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of people that want to sign up to test
Yeah.
this, right? So I was thinking, you know me and my thinking, I was thinking maybe we build a flow that can show a couple things really quickly that maybe gets them on a list, right? I think that could be a thing that we do. So why don't I do that?
Yeah,
Why don't I get my little
you can
Google sheet
start that
ready?
one because I have one Latino asking me to repeat in Spanish, and that will be easier. I won't get lost that much. Okay, so en español ahora, and wait for me, my Anglus. En español,
All right.
ahora vamos a tener una plantilla para GoHighLevel, lo que significa que a partir de que tú instales la plantilla, vas a poder comunicar información de los usuarios de un sistema a otro, y no solo eso, sino que desde lo que es el live chat o desde la interfase para chat dentro de GoHighLevel, tú vas a poder seleccionar una etiqueta para detener la automatización, y eso le va a indicar a Chatbot Builder y a la inteligencia artificial que ya no debe interrumpir la conversación. Entonces, básicamente, tienes lo mejor de dos mundos. Any questions? Where to get the template? Well, Alvin, Ryan is actually building you that.
Yeah, I'm gonna build all the things here. I'm just looking at something
Javier
right here.
Lomelis says that he loves API, but the Twitter's API has made him cry a lot.
I'm gonna show you guys how to make this thing work nasty. I've been working on this one since Sunday, but let's log into our deal here. Let's go to our flows and look at these CBB videos really quick. The one I'm working on right
Yay.
here, just so you can see how this will work. We just need to update our web chat. We made an update to web chat, and it's gonna work really nicely. And we've got one more coming. I'll be the first one to drop this. This is going to be big for a lot of you guys that have wanted more customization. Go ahead and drop the bomb on you, baby. I wasn't even planning on doing it. We're going to. I'm not going to give you a deadline, so don't ask me a whole bunch. But the plan is very soon to you agency owners that have our white label plan and our enterprise plan already know about this more than likely because Wendy's told you. I'm giving you code. Just like you can customize your dashboards and your flow builders and all that good stuff, you're going to be able to, I totally forgot what I was about to say. You're going to be able to customize through CSS the web chat. So everyone that has wanted to make their own mic icons, make their own attachment icons, where I thought I was going to be, forced to go with like a font awesome type thing and not allow you to like fully do what you want to do. That's the next step that we're taking the web chat. So like finally like give you some peace of mind to the many of you that are out there. It'll be so gangster, guys. Basically, you're gonna be able to have the thing look exactly how you want, to do what you want to do, and it'll be like not just a color picker, like
Well,
what
we
all the
have
other
gave you
platforms are
the
gonna
best.
give you.
I don't see any other person. Well, I don't see any other company giving you a web chat to get started, and even less to select the colors. Like, yeah.
Yeah, well, basically the goal when you can use your own CSS, you can do anything. And that is what we're looking at doing. Just like you have your CSS customization in your dashboard of your agency plans and your agency stuff, that's the goal. And that will be sick, guys, because you'll be able to do anything you want to do. You'll be able to, just like where we're limited because of the domain policy, rules going from domain to domain, we can't display the web chat and additional crazy gangster customization. But if we allow you to inject your own CSS in the right way,
Yes.
you'll be able to do it all. And let me tell you, if you've never coded before, I'll do a whole class soon on how to code with ChatGPT without knowing a single
Right from
thing,
zero.
dude. Like
From zero to hero.
you can write some gangster code like on your phone just naturally, and we make it work. And I'll prove that here shortly too, maybe. But this is a really cool little automation here. Unless I've broken it already, let's just test it here. What should happen is we'll go get this published link, and let's go to web chat, and I'll click on this thing right here. I was just playing with it yesterday, so it should be fun. So we'll see all the things, and let's look at watch now. Should see our videos. So it looks like our Google Sheet might be out of whack, so we can fix that. This will be a good exercise to look at here. In this case, what I've done is I've got a flow set up for all the different videos we have on a Google Sheet. In this case, this is the Google Sheet.
I know.
This is
I
the
know.
generate. Look at that. So I need to reconnect our Google Sheets account. So that might just be the issue there.
Yeah. It looks.
So let's do that. Integrate Google Sheets. Okay, so we seem to be good there. Manage there, and let's just double check.
Yeah, maybe it look. That's
I
because
was
you
doing
changed
some
the
funky.
password.
Oh, you know what it is? I changed my email for my notifications, bro.
Oh,
So I'll have to change that
okay,
later.
that makes sense.
We can do this
Okay.
though. Let's do this. We're gonna do a new thing here. I'll show you how to work. We'll make a new account so everybody's equal, and we'll say demo. And this will be another like just cool trick, I think. We'll go to settings here, integrations, Google Sheets, connect. I'm gonna use this account here and click connect. Allow all the things.
Yes.
So here's our Google Sheet, and let's go to Google Sheets, and we'll go to, which one was the thing called? YouTube, CBB YouTube.
You know what? I have too many, and I'm guilty that you have a lot
I
of
got it
them
right here.
because sometimes I'm like, okay, I need to build something. Let's go to Ryan's, and I go to you.
Watch this. So, no, that's cool. So watch this. I'll show you. I know exactly what I did. I can fix it, but I'll fix it off the
Yeah,
air
it's
so people don't
faster
see
to
all
do
my
it here.
personal info. But I'll show you another cool trick at the same time. Live demo. All right, so did we already go here? I'm already there. All right, so boom. Here's where we are. So manage your spreadsheets. We're gonna add the spreadsheet. There's a spreadsheet. I'm just adding it, and we're gonna call this one lives. Right, lives. And we're gonna go to our flows, and we're gonna create a new one. This is a cool trick. We'll just call this videos. And what we'll do is we're gonna go to the flow that I've actually made, that I just need to reconnect my Google with my actual real account instead of the one that I was playing with to mess with notifications. And I'm gonna just start copying these guys. So I've got that there. Oops. I'm gonna go.
You can click on the key with
I'm gonna
that
click
too.
one. I'm gonna click here. Click. What's that? I like to do
Yeah,
it
I
this
know
way.
that you have to.
For my keyboard, this helps me do
Yeah,
it.
my hand cannot do that anymore.
And I like to see what I'm doing. And so, and I'm gonna hit Command C, and I'm gonna hit Command V, and then boom, they're there. I'm gonna make this the starting step, which is important to do, and to delete this guy. So now, literally, they should be working once I've got ensured that my Google Sheet is actually set up. And so the sheet needs to be here. We're gonna do the first one. Which one? What was it? Lives. And so I think that was right. Let's make sure that we're doing that one right. So the first one's gonna go to watch now. So the first one is gonna be this one, videos, is what it'll be. So I'm gonna click here, and we'll go to add new, add. Here's the videos, a spreadsheet here. Copy. Videos. Oh, are we already in
Yeah.
there? Hold up.
I
Let's
think
see.
in lives you can select it, like the page.
Let's click on all the things here. Let's do
Lives, and
lives.
then
Oh yeah, here we go. There's my short. We're gonna do
yeah, it's
all.
already
Let's see.
selected all.
Live shorts. All we're gonna do videos. That was all
Yeah.
of them. And I think it's already selected correctly on I, and then K for the link. So cool. So check this out. The way we've made this work is you get your spreadsheet, which I just named funky, and you've got the videos. Okay. And so in this case, anything on this tab, which it's being pulled dynamically once a day, it's just updating. So the views are updating, the days ago are updating, all the things are updating. I'm sure by tomorrow, the video will be here from tonight, because this is going to be, well, I guess the lives would be here. This is so a day ago, right? So the live from tonight, by I guess midnight, will be available probably within the carousel for lives. But we're in all videos right now, and all we needed to do is match what we've got here. This is the image placeholder. This is the title, subtitle, and this is your button if you want to include a button, right? So we want watch now. K is the link to watch now. And so we've matched everything up. Let's go ahead and do the same for this one. So the next one is going to be, let's see. The next one is going to be, it's hard to see. Standard. This will be shorts. Okay, yeah, I named them because I'm not a dummy. See, it's important to name your stuff.
And
So
actually,
we do the
it's
same
amazing
thing.
whenever you're working like jumping from one place to another, then having the names is better.
Exactly. And you can send things. So then we'll go to our shorts here, and we can see that H this time is going to be the image. See? H. And then we've got F will be the title.
Just labels are updating
F.
automatically.
Exactly. It's automatic. It's once a day. That's the way I've got it set because I'm cheap like that. Like you could update it like in
It
real
doesn't
time.
make sense to
I
do
mean,
it more times, to be honest. It's not like we have like
we're not putting out so many videos. It needs to be updated like so much, and we don't care about like the view count being so accurate. But that's how you would do that. We do show the views in this case, and look, because check it out, because in this case, the way that the browse.ai bot pulls in the information, it's including the word views, whereas on the video tab, I guess maybe it does in both. Maybe I saw that somewhere here.
no.
I thought there was one difference, maybe not. Maybe I was just tripping again. Anyways, you could you're gonna be able to see the number of views there. I may have added that. I don't remember. But here we are, and so I can save views or I can take this away. In this case, let's just take it away. And I think we're gonna be good there. And so, and you got watch now. That's gonna go to I. Let's make sure that's correct. And it is. Okay, cool. And so let's go to the last one.
And just before you close that one, below, wait, there, and it says fallback, the last one at the bottom.
Where are you at?
Fallback, if you like open the drop down just for them to see that that's why you name them. Because that kind of thing.
You don't know where you're gonna go
If
with you
all
don't,
of them
right?
are message number one, you will never know where to go. Yeah, that was the only thing that I wanted to show you. Thank you.
Here's something that Wendy will like. So I've got this is something that they don't do, right? So this is a more complex thing, but this is the thing Wendy loves. So browse.ai will give you all of the lives that you have on your channel or any channel you want, all the shorts, all the videos. But what it won't do, because there are discrepancies, if you look, there are some differences in the naming of these columns and what the columns actually contain. Okay, that's what it was. In certain carousels, I was doing duration, so it was like time versus number of views. That's what I was doing. And then here, this is where Wendy would be proud. This is actually a formula that's running all videos. So this should contain everything. Yeah, this contains all the
Like
stuff.
a query. Yay,
So
I love those.
Yeah, this is the special stuff. I guess I can't see the formula right now.
Yeah, I think the formula is but in the background.
Yeah, but like that was a super gangster formula to make that happen, and it just also, as things populate, it's mapped in the array to like do it perfect. And so if you can think it, it can be done. I could even filter this if I wanted to, but again, let's just like see it work since we didn't see it work before. But to Wendy's point, if we needed to fall back in case there's no results, we could just go to all videos. And I think there was just one. There's two more. And we'll just make sure our sheets are connected, right? So there's my lives. I should have read that was what was confusing me before. I just should have like named that whole spreadsheet differently. And this one was going to be for the lives, so that one makes sense. I'm sure it's going to be matching up already. J, yeah, so that one's all good. It's the same exact setup. So continue, and then one last one, and then we can like show you it works. There's our lives there, and
Yep.
I think we're all good. This is all videos, right? Yep. So Gucci main. Just double check that all videos A and B. Yep. All right, cool. So the way this looks is like this. How it's supposed to look, and how it will look here in a little bit is I'll hit the get published link, web chat. You know where it's at, and paste that monkey. And now we'll be able to see some stuff. We better be able to see some stuff. Where'd my stuff at? There it
No,
is. There's my
Asta,
shorts.
yay!
Asta saved us. I was about to get impatient. All right, and also you have the ability to choose if you would like. It works especially nice in Messenger to choose how you want
The view.
how far you want to pop out. So in this case, I'm going to get jumped right into YouTube, and we're chilling with Asta. In Messenger, it's even better. You can control the height, and I would recommend 70%.
I used to do
I might have
that.
to. I might get on here and just fix that really quick while we're doing this, because to me this is a super
To
valuable
learn those kind of things.
like tool to be able to dynamically pull the gallery. Let's see if my live sessions will pull correctly. Yeah, so that's great. And so let's refresh this guy, and I want to make sure that my first dude works well. If not, we'll fix the problem. So I can see we're missing one. When it's not instant like that, like there's no reason to think. So we'll like obviously Ryan made a problem, so Ryan will fix the problem. So when we click on watch now, let's see what's happening. So let's click watch. This is the correct account first of all. Yeah, I believe so. Videos, I believe it is. Let's hit back. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So videos, and this is troubleshooting stuff here, folks. It's very important. Watch now. We're going here. Right?
Yep.
I don't know if I trust myself like that almost, but anyways. So click on the Google Sheet. Okay, there's the problem. I just missed it.
That's it.
So, and this is just going to be, this is lives. Yes, and this is videos.
Inside.
And then let's go to our videos here, and we'll check, is the image correct? Yes. Is the title correct that we want? Oops.
Yes.
Is the, I think it just wasn't connected. H.
Maybe you didn't click on play.
11 days ago. 11 days ago, and then let's click on the watch,
K.
which should be K. Yep, all that's Gucci, so this should work. Look, I've got it 70% too, just like I told you guys to do. You could also do things like add a tag. So like if I wanted to see anyone that watched
This one, you can click.
Let's just click save here and save. And let's say I care about, this is a great example in the real world, like how, like why this stuff's important. Let's say I wanted to track anyone that was watching the live replays, because I know those are the real OGs. They want to see all the things. So I can go in here and add a tag, and I can just be like watched live session.
Or you can be a free control like me, and you can add a custom field and also grab the name, and you can have it like append as the name in English. Like you can add it to the up to the end or to the beginning, like to always know all the sequence of the clicks they have done. Like
exactly. You could also log a custom event. Clicked. Which one was this? Live session button. And now every single time, individually and in total, someone clicks this button, I can know. I could also, if I really wanted to like be a true boss, I could do something like, if I had SMS connected, this could be a SMS message, right?
Let's
or
imagine
email,
that's an
even
SMS.
better. Or an email, right? You've got your email here. What you could do if you had the email set up, I might show you how to do it on our account really quick.
I saw you watch
what
my
you could
video.
do,
How did you like it?
right? Exactly. You could do that, and you could also say, ask me. You could say, ask me any question, and have it returned in your voice through the transcript, because you can pull
and
that
because
too.
you have the duration of each video, you could even set a waiting time for them to wait for them to finish watching the video.
That's getting into some stuff we'll get into, like with our assistant. To me, guys, I know that the GoHighLevel deal is the whole announcement, but to me, this stuff's so much more fun than GoHighLevel. It's not. It is what it is. Okay, so I've got another action I can choose. So in this case, it could be an action, and maybe we want to. What do we want to do? Actually, look, we could even do it like this. We could start another step here, and this step could be That could be another step. What do we want to do? Where's our send email? Send email step. Then we could do another tag, right? Then we could do another whatever we wanted to do
And
really.
a request.
There's the options are truly endless on what we could do. And then in case you make boo-boos like me all the time, you have a handy dandy undo button, which will allow you to
And
undo
you
all
have
the
the
things you
versions as
messed up.
well, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, so I think that's a cool little lesson. Let's make sure that we do indeed see our little guy work because I never like to have a problem unsolved.
Yeah,
So let's make sure I save
yeah,
this
that's
because we didn't
that's
save it before. So it's videos, I
yeah, that's
believe, isn't that
okay. And
correct?
all the guns are okay.
Videos and all that's
Save.
good. So save it,
Yes.
publish. Let's make sure I'm Gucci, man. He's not trying to get me. Yep, we should be all good in the hood now. So now I can just refresh it and it should just work like I used to in the club. See how fast it'll be? Look how cool Asta looks,
Yeah,
boy.
I'm missing my
Look
voice.
how cool Asta looks. Here's our shorts. 114 views. Look, this is the one from this was the one from today, right? Or yesterday, right? I think
Yesterday
so.
was Monday, so yeah, that was from yesterday. I'm sorry.
This is
Yeah.
Gary's, which was so good. See, this was we just had him on. We just pulled his chat on here. So then I can go back. I could choose. Oh, that's the one we didn't fix. The see all videos. So there's a quick reply I made. We did fix it out there
Yeah,
because I did go all the
I
way down the
think it.
list. So if I click see all, we should see. Boom, perfect. And so you could swipe on through. Um, yeah, dude, this is like I don't know how like this is one thing I don't see a lot of is media on chatbots. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of chatbots, they are just returning wrapped around API text these days, and they're not giving you all of the things that really are needed in good business communication because you need sometimes more than text, right? That's why Sora has been invented. That's why we've got audio, right? What do you think, Wendy? Anything before we jump off of here?
All I would like to see is if anyone in the comments could tell me what are you more excited about? The fact that now you can harvest the full power of Chatbot Builder, even if you're using that CRM, that even if you're using high level as a CRM or as a SaaS. I would love to know because I know that right now the AI it will be better. I know for a fact that it won't be like hitting the bank so hard as many of you have said. I have heard some of you telling me that you were waiting up to 2 minutes for a response for AI on the other services. So I would love to know what is more exciting to you to have like now that you can actually like completely use chatbot builder to automate those responses. That's something that I will love.
I would love to hear anyone's feedback. Are you? I wish you were able to. Are you? Can you pull the comments on this thing? Oh, look at my man. This dude right here. This guy right here is a boss.
Yeah.
Man, we gotta have our call tomorrow, man. Yeah, you got everybody on here. Look at my man Joel's up in here, dude. All these comments. Oh, Javi's up in here. I love APIs, but the Twitter API made me want to throw my computer out the window, bro. Me too. Imagine this, man. Javier, bro. Imagine me waking up to the day that like, and I was still, not a Mucho Musk fan, but like I was like, I would like, stick up for him here and there. But like when he made that thing 100 grand to access, like out of the box, I was like, what? What'd you just do to me, dude? Like I was just like about to like work on this next, and now you're saying $100,000 just to access this, son? Are you crazy? And then it was lower and lower and lower, and now I think you can get in there at like $100. It's either
Did
a
you wait a little
year
bit more?
or
Maybe they will pay you for using it.
well, right now, like they, I get what they want to
Mhm.
do, and it'll be interesting how they. I've never even used his chatbot, but like Grok, whatever. I don't know. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I know there's two very similar. Like to me, we're focused on the big ones to make the most out of the best products versus just like test every shiny
Yeah.
object. And for me, until I know that there's some worth into looking into those things, I'm not going to waste our time or your like the creators' times on that kind of thing. But I totally agree, man. And it can be better, and it will get better. I mean, at this point, we know all the things that we want to do are either already within our potential to do it right now, or it's coming in the pipeline. Like for me, I think the next thing I'm excited for is the browse API, probably provided by OpenAI or Gemini. I mean, like that's like
That's
everyone
priority.
wants to
Yeah.
build. Everyone wants to build all of the things before these giant companies do, but not realizing that these giant companies are building it not mostly for themselves, but for the developers to create, to actually make money with, so that they're valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really, someone broke it down really well. I have to find that podcast clip. Go
Are
ahead. What were
you
you gonna say?
reading what Philippe just said?
No,
He's
what did he
saying,
say?
bro,
I can't
the
find
one that I see, the one on the top.
fire.
No, the one on the top for me at least. It says, bro, we have one client saying he will be able to save money with a team with 5 fewer attendants because of what we're building here. Amazing. I love it.
It's true. That's it. That is amazing. And so
Yeah.
look, this is what I love about it is this one. The next comment's what gets it for
Yeah.
me. And I man, you're really crushing it, dude. I won't say the number of people that you got. It's none of my business to share, but you are a boss, pimping. Like I remember when you first came to us, and I was like, man, who is this dude? And all of a sudden you went, boom, and I was like, holy smokes! And you got it going on, dude. So I'm happy for all your success, and I think you're just slaying it, dude.
And Steve,
And we got Miss Kim in here. Look at Miss Kim, man. I'm gonna be up all night with the possibilities. I just don't make me put more possibilities in there, because you know I will. I'll put all the possibilities up in there. We got what you want to learn,
mm,
Kim. Miss Kim, if you could think of something right now, I'll show you whatever you want. Like whatever's like totally like in your brain that you have to understand. I would ask Steve Rockin' in the house what he wants to learn, but he's already learned everything. Master CBB, then build the CRM around it, infinite
and he helped me a
possibilities.
lot testing the app, the one for the white label owners. He was like a sweet help. Thank you.
Well, we need. I mean, anything Steve wants, man. Like you'll get from me, dude. Like you're always here to the end too. I love you so much for that, and I swear, dude, I'll always make sure you feel like you're getting a times 10 return on your investment with us. And if you're not, you just let me know, player, and we'll take care of you. I really appreciate your kindness and willingness to help and inspiration to others, and just you're the builder that we want. The reason we're able to have these relationships with you guys is because we're only dealing with the people that are investing in us. We're trying to invest right back into you instead of treat you like a number. I'm going to repeat this until I'm going to sound like it's being a dead horse, but some of you are understanding the difference now. Some of you are like, you're saying, oh, oh, I can't make a. All these gurus telling me to make a bot with Zapier, they're not telling me that this is going to be the most expensive,
End
unprofitable,
of my life.
unscalable bot of all time. Oh, it's like, oh, he doesn't charge for the seats and he lets us charge for the seats. Oh, he doesn't charge for the contacts. They let us charge for the contacts. Like, that's what
Yeah,
we're doing
that's
for you
something that I
guys.
have to tell you because a part of what you need,
Please, preach.
but something that you will need to actually connect, well, the template that we are going to provide you, it's that GoHighLevel will try to charge or will charge for the external requests. So that's something that we
Oh, that's not on us.
no,
We
that's
don't
something
do
that we
that.
cannot.
That's
That's
not
something
on
that we cannot
us.
control. That's something that you can tell them. But all of the requests, we try to do it on our side, and just not to like push you into that situation. But yeah, we try to keep you like budget friendly and powerful as possible. That's something that we try to do all the time. And Ryan, it's something that he cares a lot. So yeah, that's something that what I needed to add that one. I'm sorry.
It's, I don't know, man. To me, it is just highly important to understand what you're getting
Yeah.
yourselves into when you're investing in these tools. And a lot of people, they just don't know what they don't know. That's just the fact. They don't know what they don't know. If they did know, they wouldn't do it that way. And if they did know, they wouldn't waste time and money. And what, I'll go ahead and say, I don't think I've ever said like the most horrific horror story, but I want to share it with you guys really quickly for those of you that are still here. So, interestingly, these mastermind courses, I've never been a fan of affiliates. I've never been a fan of courses because of this reason. It's a personal thing. I've not really shared this, but I want to share this with you guys because I don't ever want it to happen to you, and hope it's never happened to any of you. This is not to bash anyone that's created a course. I bought exactly one course in my whole life, and it was Kelly's course, and unfortunately, it was a mini chat course, and me and Wendy were well on our way with TTT, and I honest to God, I felt like I owed her so much. I was like, the next things that she has for sale, I'll buy it because I gotta say thank you. And I was like to this day emailing her, thank you. I know you're not with me, but thank you, and like planting that seed, boy. And now she's the COO and unstoppable. But literally, I know I bought. Maybe it wasn't a course. Maybe it was some like
It was
retreat
a
thing.
training.
But I wasn't able to even. I wasn't even able to like attend it. But I wanted to support her because she's just a gangster. You know what I mean? And now, dude, y'all realize we have the most amazing educators, both Spanish, English. We have someone. Where was it? Brazil, that reached out, or Argentina that reached out recently that wants to also help with bringing more education to Brazil or Argentina or Ecuador.
Yeah, I
This
think
is
yeah, we
amazing,
have had
guys.
a lot of Latinos reaching out, and that's so sweet because we don't have that many representation. We are a lot of us in here, and we don't have that many representation.
Also, shout out. I want to give one more shout out to my homie here, who we can all thank for the German translations that we just added to the platform, because that is how we're able to listen. I don't trust Chat GPT enough to give us actual translations perfectly, because I mean, what was one of the examples that you gave with we won't say who it was, but like it was a really funny example of them trying to use the language, but
No,
it was
yeah,
totally wrong.
they
What
were
was it?
trying to translate. There was this platform who was trying to translate, but instead of listening to the Latino users, they use I don't know what, and the month May they translated to mayonnaise in Spanish, like mayonesa instead of mayo. That it's the actual name of the month. So yeah, it was a funny story.
And so what did that actually mean? What does it mean?
Like mayo, it's the month May, but they like retranslated that into mayonnaise. Like they say mayonesa, the one you put on bread for a sandwich. Yeah, so
Understood.
instead of a
You see,
month, that we were getting mayonnaise. So it was so funny.
basically, Wendy translates everything for me, whether no matter what language it is. I'm like, sometimes I feel like I'm in crazy world. I'm like, can you please read? This is in English, right? Like, can you just please read this and like help me
I,
understand what this person is saying? Because I don't
support
understand.
pins me a
I
lot.
feel so many
Support pins
times.
me a lot, and like this is in Spanish. Can you help me? And I'm like, dude, this is Italian. Like, dude, this is well, like Portuguese.
Look how cool Asta looks,
Oh,
man. I had to go in there and turn off my screen so I could fix my Google Sheet
yeah.
deal. I was playing with all the
Yeah,
things.
that is-
Guys, this is a persistent menu. So I clicked the YouTube videos and they show. And before I was clicking and it wasn't going. But now I'm clicking and it's going instantly. Look at him. Asta's everywhere, boy. Asta, I just want to watch you now. Now, I'll show you if I can. Let's make sure I don't have too many open Facebook messages that might not need to be seen on here. And I'm going to show you what it looks like in Messenger before we jump off of here. And I love her. She's saying she's geeking out. I'm going to hide my homie. I love you, Miranda. It's so good to see you. It's just a private chat, so y'all can't see all the things. What I'm going to do, though, is go YouTube videos here, and then I'll bring my screen back over. And hopefully we don't have too many more crazy things happen here. What I'll do is I'll go. Let's just go to my page, and it'll be cool. Oh, look. What up, Sherry? Where are you at? Are you here? I hope you are. Sherry is awesome. Oh, there's one of our people right
Yay.
there. So, look, send message. I'm telling you, the send message is where it's at. That's how you get the leads. So, look, what I wanted to show, though, here is this is how it looks in Messenger. So, if I click on, let's call it Watch Now, this is our, look, I can click on all the different videos here. Oh, you can't really see because of my screen. Let me crunch it in for the summer. And you see, let's go ahead and click out of here. So you see, I've got all the different videos here. And, oh, there's Wendy. Look at this is Pineapple Shades. I believe, if I'm correct, this should open.
Oh, it doesn't allow
Awesome on desktop.
Yeah.
Oh
It doesn't allow. Can you
man,
restream
is
your? Yeah, no. Can you like the
I
phone?
don't I don't know if that was a desktop issue or
And then thing? I think it will be the second.
I don't know. Let me
But
see.
you know what it
I
can
want to
be?
see it. I want to see it, man. What's
It can
that?
be landing pages.
It could be. I'll show you on the phone because like this is typically how it would work. I'm gonna just test it on my phone. I love to see the thing work how it's supposed to work. And yes, it's working perfect. So if I click here, that's just going to be a desktop thing. So watch, this is how it looks on my phone, so you guys can see like how it's designed, because it really is beautiful in the way it works. And this is just that's a Facebook thing. It's not on us. I can show you. And also, I think this is the last day. No, it's not the last day. We've still got maybe one more month before your Facebook widget's just not going to work anymore. As of like, I think tomorrow night, I believe like the guest. And by the way, one more thing to our guy right here who asked me a really good question. He asked me, and I forgot to hit you back. He asked me, why I'm not sharing on this thing yet. Let's turn on my restream. He asked me about changing the guest name on the Facebook. Like, we need a guest user, right? We built the web chat off of Messenger's infrastructure, and so that is one thing we couldn't translate because that is coming from Facebook. When we're getting guest user, we could translate everything in the platform, but that would be one thing. Like that, I was trying to figure out why I didn't have that there, but that was your answer there. I'll explain it to you later on if you need further clarification, my guy. But that's the answer. Like, we can only do what we can, and when Facebook sends something like that, like, we're just gonna see what it is. But here's my messenger. How expo would it be? And there's my man Asta right there. And when you click watch now,
Yes.
when you click watch now with 70%, you can see how it's supposed to work there, which is really nice. In this case, this is the way that you're able to keep everything like all still in your messenger, and you're able to track all of these different things. YouTube Shorts, not gonna look at those.
People feel like they still inside the bot. That's something that I love.
Exactly. Now, again, web chat handles this too. What up, Gary G Money? Web chat handles this in a way that you can still have super flexible things going on, but we don't allow for the percentages of the opening of the web. The web view, this is a Facebook function. It's called a web view. You're opening up a Facebook web view browser that they provide. And so in our case on desktop, we see that it's not supported to have a smaller window is what we just saw. It's a Facebook thing, not a CB Bizzle thing. Just to be ultra clear on that one. When you're looking at our website, let's say, watch this. Let's say, hey, let's talk to our bot.
You wanna mess with it? Yeah. Let's make him
Let's see. What are the links to your website and your Facebook group and your Discord? I'm trying to be a VIP player. Or I better not say that because I might be triggered.
Yeah,
actually, a newsletter. I just thought of a newsletter.
Or to make you like go like
enterprise. I won't be doing too much.
Yeah, I thought it was going to take you enterprise.
So here's our website right here. Look, look at that. We better change that. Better change that. What up, Ruben? But see, look, so here's how we've got it going on our website here. What I wanted to show is to open up and click here. And I'll show you how it's going to work on our web chat. So we got the first welcome video. Oh, it's like playing on my like screen downstairs, it looks like. And then I'm forcing, here's like a new addition. So you got a video. Look, which is something that you don't, I'm showing you this because you don't necessarily see this on any other of the other, let's get off of this guy's Facebook page here. You don't see this on other chatbot companies, platforms, own chatbots, folks. Like, their stuff is so lame most of the time. It's basically just text, which is not an amazing experience. Our experience is designed to be working across the board, across all channels, okay? So you get a video here, a little bit of text, and in this case, this is shout out Kelly organizing things already. We already have nicer welcome message than before. So here's our Discord and Facebook buttons here. So I could join the Facebook group. It's going to take me to the Facebook group. I'm already in there. Or I can click on, let's see, I'm in Facebook right there actually. And we're going to go back here. So click cancel. I can go join the Discord. I'm already in the Discord. It's popping right open into the app because it knows of the device that we're already on. What up, 1,400 members? What up? 1,400. That's awesome. So back to the messenger here. So this says we don't have a Facebook group or a Discord channel. I highly disagree with that. So we'll fix that in our own prompt. Here's how you get to that other. Again, Facebook, Discord is everywhere. Vision was something that's newer. And so in this case, it's always worked perfectly in Messenger, and now it's also working perfectly in web chat. Like all the things that you can do, we allow you to do, like with no restriction. Leave feedback. This is a recent addition that actually one of our own members suggested in the Facebook group, and I think it's a great idea. And so what happens here is we'll say, hey man, I really think your videos are way too long, but the content's not the worst I've seen, so keep up the effort. I didn't know what I said, so I'll fix it. Too long. Video, but too long. But the content is not the worst. Okay, and so watch what happens with my phone. It's gonna accept this, record it. Thanks for your feedback. Bam, son. Now look what happened. I got a text message too. I got a text message. Thanks for your feedback. This is the only thing the user sees. So as the user is either giving the feedback, like now I know it's been accepted. But you look here, bro. Look, see, look. I get a text message. Do you see how I can't miss these big problems? Video length feedback. I'm providing feedback on video length. I think I might have caught something that I said a minute ago. Yeah, so it caught it. The last thing I said was your videos are too long, bro. So this is how crazy this is. Watch this. Can I open it at the same time? Look, this is what the AI is literally telling us what to do that we're failing at, or in this case, my joke. It's kind of a joke, kind of not a joke. Like sometimes it's way too long. When he's like, "Shut up, Ryan, I'm ready to go to bed." This is the last thing we'll show. In this case, after we've gotten that feedback, it's been stored in our system, right? In this user's profile, in case I left the feedback, Ryan Baggott, it says clearly. And so I've got a link to get back to the inbox. The title of the conversation that we just had, the AI is given, which is video length feedback. The grade was a neutral. Top summary: user provided feedback on the video link, but acknowledged the content effort. Okay, and so let's have one more conversation. I want to just show you guys the difference in how the AI is working. So I'm going to say yo, and we'll get something back. I think that your software and your support team are the best on the planet. I'm going to show you the difference in how the AI is going to grade this conversation.
We do have the best support.
Right, and so I'm going to say, I was just wondering, what were the prices that you guys have in the different plans? I'm trying to figure out which one's the best for me. All right, and we're going to get the answer quickly, hopefully with a good little description. Bam, so you got the 49 or a 25. So great. Wow, I think that's a great deal. You should be charging $79. I think that would be a much better value considering all the things that you guys do and all the time that you spend. And maybe this would help gate away people that are of less quality, that don't value your time as much and that don't understand the immense value that you've been providing. I think you should increase your price. So this is what a user's just left feedback on our
It
bot,
wasn't
right?
honest feedback from a user.
So now we're going to leave feedback officially. Thanks for your feedback. Can you provide your thoughts? I pretty much told you all I need to say. And you and your team are going to have to make a lot more money to keep Kelly on that staff and meet payroll every month. And inflation's real, player. I think you guys should jack up the price in order to stay in business, and probably do it by Ryan's birthday, which is in September. And I think the price you should charge is $79 to any new subscriber that does not subscribe before then, because we're going to continue to reward the people that believed in us early, and you got on that train first. That's all the feedback that I've got, Jack. And we don't have anyone named Jack on the team. But I'm going to be very curious to see what our bot's going to have to say about this. So I just got the feedback. Boom. Do y'all see how gangster this is? All the notifications, my bro. So here we can see, again, Ryan's back again. Pricing feedback suggestions. Neutral is the grade. And I got a double text because I'm the super admin. All right, so I see there's an in-depth conversation summary. The user expressed the need. Y'all don't get mad at me, get mad at the user. The knowing that's already subscribed is going to be mad. They're going to be happy because they just got doubled up in value when this happens, because it's going to happen. This is not a joke. User provided some feedback on pricing and suggested an increase to $79 for new subscribers. The user expressed the need to increase the price to sustain business operations and retain staff. If we can't pay Wendy, Wendy's out. So we got to pay
And I
Wendy.
don't want to
All
tell
right,
you that.
she's paid
But
number
I do
one.
I do have
Right?
my birthday on September too, and it's earlier, so maybe
Both of our birthdays are in September, and we gotta pay our bills
yeah.
here, and we gotta make sure our OGs are taken care of. All right, and so now I can see they recommended raising the price to $79 for new subscribers. Post a specific date to reward early supporters. So the AI then recommended some next steps for us at the bottom, as you can see. AI recommendations and next steps for our team. That's me and Wendy. This is what we read every time. All right.
Ah,
It says consider using feedback on pricing for potential adjustments. Evaluate the feasibility of implementing a pricing increase strategy. Post the specified date to reward the early subscribers and maintain the stability of the business operation. I think that's a fantastic idea, AI guys, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Like I've dropped the hint. Basically, all of you guys that have been with us since you have had the opportunity, I've told you since day one, your price will never change. It'll never go up. You'll only increase in value ever. We can do this and promise this because we don't have the same problem every other platform is going to be forced to have until they're not the same model anymore, which we're intending on breaking. When you're focused on quality and retention and keeping that customer, not just growing the base and not caring who dips out and not investing in them so they're not investing in you, we are actually going to make sure you guys succeed. That is the goal. We want the best builders, call it 10,000 builders in the world, and that will be our metric, not the Mr. VoiceFlow 220,000 who I'll make a UFC CBB versus VoiceFlow UFC video if I got to, but they touted the 220,000. Then you got ManyChat with the million. They don't know any of their customers, man, and that's why they're bouncing around like butterflies in the springtime. And when they find CB Bizzle, usually by finding Asta or Wendy or Kelly, they just find themselves at home. And I'm so happy and thankful for that, and thankful for you, Wendy.
oh, thank you for creating this.
We're all creating this together. There's the thing, like co-creation is not just some silly thing that I say that I believe. It's my truth. Like, this is the truth. There's so many things, the best things that have come to this platform over time have all come from the users, the customers, the co-creators, as well as our internal team. And sometimes I have a good idea every now and then. And with all of that together, it's a perfect storm. We're going to continue to listen to you guys, continue to support you guys in ways that other companies will not even consider. We will take the calls. We will have the meetings. We'll announce more on that later. And just like I hope that we've proved tonight. And Wendy, when would they have that template available for the alpha users? That was the one thing I missed. I was going to do is run a flow to capture that information.
Yeah, the
But
alpha
for the sake of
users
us
will
ending,
be like I can get someone who has already some like knowledge on the platform, like on GoHighLevel and of course on ours, and kind of understand external requests. That will be amazing. But if not, we can start with the people who had never used external requests and start learning how to make it easier for you guys. So the template is ready. I have the link. But the thing that it's
cool.
still
So
under edition is the video explaining you the insights of the template. But to be fair, it does have one flow. Like you run the flow for self install, and it will like take you. Yeah, it's a
Self-install,
self
yeah.
install.
Wendy is a beast at this, guys. We're trying to make things better. We're trying to make things easier. I mean, this is giving you the abilities of what we've gotten the consensus of the community from the last poll. We've done many polls on this. This is the best template that we can bring right now. That I think is going to be
The fastest and best way
a,
option that we can do.
a massive success. Honestly, again, do I think you need GoHighLevel? Absolutely not. Do I understand that many of you are bought into this system one way or the other, whether you prefer to be or not? I get it, and like I
Yeah,
said,
we're
we'll
using it,
accommodate.
and you're asking for it, so we are providing.
I understand that the real deal here, unfortunately or fortunately, is some people, like I've seen their customer journey, and that's why I don't agree with it. But it's also why I don't have 10 Lambos. They get these guys so deep where like now they've invested so much, it's hard to break up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's when you've invested that much money, it's hard to break up with that software. But that's what in some cases needs to happen so that you can have a little bit more financial freedom in some cases when you've got something for $49 that can replace something for $400 for some people or $300. And then when you build your way up to have one or two clients, you should be crushing it. And then it's the next step. And we've got the next step coming, which is the final mic drop, the $4.99 plan that we took away due to much inexperience and due to us needing to iron out wrinkles ourselves with our smooth support and onboarding. We couldn't teach domains and DNS servers and like how to set up a subdomain necessarily back then. We are bringing this plan back in a new, refreshed way with Kelly's consultation, and it won't be the same plan by a long shot. It'll still be highly valuable. The way that it's looking is we'll have a contact limit, whereas before there was not one, and we'll also have instead of charging you guys by additional accounts, you're just gonna pay for the next set up front. That's legit just going to be how it has to be, and I think that's more than fair. And so that'll mean, and we'll make this official like on the website and stuff whenever it's time, but what it's looking like for all of you late night people and the ones that get to the 2 hour mark where we end right here, that's what it will be for anyone that is not subscribed once this change has taken place. Once this change has taken place, if you don't have an active subscription with us, then you're not going to be able to get the current price of $49 with like everything in the kitchen sink included. And so just like last year, up until what was it, July, we had all of our early adopters. They were our investors. Okay, let's be honest. They were the ones that believed in us first, and so I took a bet on them and on OpenAI and on future technologies to say unlimited API access, which I could have gone broke over. Thank God I didn't. And thank God things have gotten where they are, because we're very blessed right now to have grown our team like times 4, times 6 from day one. Like that's incredible.
Yeah.
The revenue's great, the feedback's great, and we're just getting started cooking up this feast, and that's what we're all about to do, is feast. And hopefully change the world in a really great way, just like we've seen so many stories on the Wins page.
Yeah, and I love
But
that. I
this is
love when
it.
you guys share those. I don't get to read them like super
You too.
fast, but yeah, whenever I have like a low day or like I have some time, I love reading those. That's something that makes my day.
Ooh, Kelly got us on the Monday app. Let's see if any of our support people can remember this, because I won't remember it. Let's try to do this. I think this is something that Kelly teaches, like keeping the affirmations, like the compliments, like keeping the compliment screenshots like on deck. When you guys send us, like, believe me, bro, like I had someone yesterday, like literally text me on my phone. It wasn't yesterday. Well, technically, not 4 minutes ago. It was yesterday. This morning, someone's texting me saying, "Hey, bro, you need to go ahead and I'm paying for this, so refund that. Give me these 3 things, and go ahead and make that one free, and then go ahead and send me some money." And I'm like, "Bro, you legitimately just text me this after a 60-day extension? After all the things that I'm the person that never says no.
I'm the
I
one who
try to
told
accommodate
no, like
everyone."
I'm the one
And
who
man,
told
I'll
you.
tell you, that broke my heart, dude. to be talked to like that. It breaks your heart. And maybe I got to have thicker skin, but it's really just guys and gals. I want, if you can't succeed, we can't succeed. And so we try our absolute best. We accommodate so many things, and you don't forget those sorts of things. We're people. We're people, so we're gonna do the best we can for you. We think we are doing the best out of everyone, but in certain cases, we're not the platform for everyone. If you want to have a playground for free and not work and expect something that just doesn't exist here, like that's all I can say in the nicest way. We've got many URLs to give you to go deal
It's
with.
super.
We want the high quality people. We want the people that understand this is the future. We want the people that are going to contribute, and that's how we're going to play our game. And I think that's the way we win.
We want the ones who wants to help others. We want the ones who actually want to build and to learn, not the ones that come here and trying to snap their fingers and tell Ryan to call me now. Those, mm-mm.
I tell you the way Tap the Table is an amazing, and it still is an amazing concept, but the thought behind it and my intention was not good. When I look back at it, to basically say I'm going to replace every restaurant chatbot builder on the face of the planet was the goal, and that was not the best goal. It's not a possible goal. Even if the software is the best in the world, it's not going to be a thing. And so when I flipped the script with just totally reversed everything, and instead of trying to keep everything for myself and when Wendy, we opened it all up. And that's really how Chatbot Builder AI was born. Let's just give it to everyone and see what they can do with it. And then bam, now we're here. And now you guys have the control. And it's been so fun. And love you guys for hanging out with us this deep. Y'all riding all the way to the end. Let's get out of here, though, Wendy. Any last words before we jump?
No, all I can say is thank you for being here, and I'm waiting for your feedback whenever we get to give you that template today, or well, your today, Ryan, because it's already tomorrow for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
12. Yep. I'm in the
yeah,
future
you
now.
live in the future for the next few hours.
Yeah, Austin's been in the future. He's been on this Wednesday having a good day, and I'm just getting it started, about to go to bed. But thank you, Wendy. Love you so much, and we'll chat soon. Thank you for your hard work on this template, and I guess folks, you can just reach out to us in the chat, or we'll send out. You guys know how to find us.
Yeah,
So the ones that really want it, go to Wendy, and she'll get to you as she can, or Wendy at chatbotbuilder.ai. It's her email address, and she's the bomb.com. I'm telling you what, wonderful Wendy. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.
yeah.
Okay.
No, see,
Bye. See ya. And guys, thank y'all so much again. I know I talk a lot. Part of it is because I'm really trying to do my best to explain the value and where it is. And the other side is I'm trying to give you guys hints for the ones that really know what's going on in this space, that you're on a different level. You're already making, $200,000 or $300,000. I won't name your names, and you're jumping like frogs to the big boy money, and you'll get the M's probably the next few months. You guys know what I'm trying to say. I can't say all the things quite out loud, but man, you're at the right place. You're using the right tools. You've got the right people that have your back. There's no stopping what you can do. If you can think it, actually think it through, and draw it on a canvas or type it into a Word document. If you can do either of these two things, then the idea that you have will come to life. If you don't have the idea yet, we also can help you, because guess what? There are literally 2,000 plus people between our Facebook and our Discord group that all of our support people and myself are involved in. My phone number is available for everyone that is with us. You're gonna have someone in your corner pretty much no matter what the scenario is. There's no excuse to not go out and do it unless you just admit that you're scared. If you're scared, it's okay, but be brave, and we'll help you be brave. But if that's what's stopping you, you're scared from making that sale, or you're scared to go approach this XYZ business, don't be, because you've got the AI ace up your sleeves. You will have technology that will blow these people's mind. I know it because I've seen it literally for years before ChatGPT itself. If I was able to blow minds before ChatGPT, and now we're ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini powered, come on, guys. I'm telling you right now, you're so much more capable and powerful than you know. From the people that are still feeling that they've got an imposter syndrome, yet they're speaking on stages or getting requests from people around the world for help with their automation. They're still not feeling like a star yet. Be patient, but at the same time, be ready. Wendy and I have been doing this for a very long time. We believed in this. We believed in AI and automation and all the things, even before the great, whatever the dude's name is, whatever that New Zealand dude, whatever. The dude that claims he's created an industry which has existed before, like 40 years prior, that heavily. We knew that one day, didn't know what it was, but that this technology would just take right over. And it's happening right now. The comment tool alone, Kelly has told you guys so many times, this is a $500 install off rip all day long for any business that actually cares about their social media. This is the easiest sell in the world. And that's just part one. If you want to have that thing managed, any basic bot can charge whatever you want. You've got such a low margin currently at $49. You could double up and just have the most basic setup ever. Double up your money with no effort, and it'd be the perfect FAQ bot on the website and on Facebook maybe. The easiest double up ever. Is the worst way to do it. I would never do anything for less than $250 for sure a month, ever. Even in the beginning, I wanted $500 a month. That was like my minimum point that I wanted to go for. I wasn't going to deal with anyone for less than that because of what I was doing. I knew no one could do it like I could because of TT Tizzle. So now you've got way more than I had. Back then, I only had Messenger, folks. Do you understand? That's all I had to work with was Messenger back then, and I was getting the price. And so now we have everything. Every business has a website. They need a web chat widget. That's just an easy one, no-brainer. That web chat widget needs to be able to communicate, hence the inbox, to your social media. So now you've connected for a business owner their website and social into one system with an inbox. Great. When you couple the ability to have outbound text messages, emails, wait for it, phone calls, I guarantee you Joel could teach you guys, and I think is going to start a class. Joel, who you guys see in the chat quite often here, who he's his whole family's done really well. I believe the banking industries where his great grandfather started, or grandfather, in North Carolina. Very prominent people. I'm telling you guys, we have the highest quality people in this group that are accessible to you and that are like geniuses. Shout out to Gary, who's like one of the most best programmers. Javier, you're a gangster too. Don't be shy. Clay is the processing king over here. You got such a network. And I've made all the bot building mistakes that there can be made, I promise you. And so because I've made them, I've found the way to fix them, or I've found the thing to avoid. And I'll help you guys through that. That's, I think, my calling, is to be the one and only undisputed chat bot king. And so that's why I got the crown. That's why I got the crown. I got the whole box of crowns. But really, at the end of the day, this is all fun and games. Really, at the end of the day, you guys are the kings and you guys are the queens, because we are the kingdom together. That's what CBB really is. And I think we're unstoppable. That's what I think. I think this was a lot of fun. I promised Wendy to get her on here more. And so with that, I'm going to live up to all my promises to every one of you, including her. Especially to her, but all my team and co-creators, I love y'all so much. We'll keep on rocking this thing. We'll keep on bringing more integrations. And I'm going to keep on working on making these things shorter. It's the one thing I'm failing at, right? Thank you.